Sad news today, Yuri Averbakh passed away at 100 years old. However, he left behind a huge legacy because he was a writer and contributed in a lot of opening theory like this one. After d4, knight f6, we have the king's Indian defense here, and after e4, d6, bishop to e2. The idea is to stop some maneuverings in the king's side with a knight, and after this he played bishop to g5. This is Averbakh system, and without further ado, let's see one of his amazing games. He started the game with the move c4 against Ragozin, a very strong player, and we have f5. We are in Dutch tabia right now, and after g3 here both players developing his pieces, knight to f3, here castling, d4 we have the normal or classical Dutch, and here d6. The main idea for the black is to play the move e5. If black manages to do this move successfully, then he will create some attack in the king side. For example, he can maneuver his queen like this, and after that the knight can jump forward. And by playing e5, he is going to liberate this bishop, or try to liberate this bishop, and after e5 maybe we have something like f4. This is black's ideas. And here we have knight to f3 by Averbakh. The main idea is to play e4, not right away because this pawn is hanging, but step by step, because our opponent, when your opponent tries to attack in the flank, you should counter attack in the center of the board. And here we have queen to e8, rook e1 with the main idea, and here black should be careful because white is threatening to play e4, and for that reason Ragozin, very strong player, played knight to e4 himself, tried to stop this idea. Queen c2, tried to capture this knight because we have 2 against 1 here, so we have queen to g6, and now bishop e3. It looks strange, this move looks strange, but what is the idea? White's next move is knight d2, and he would like to play this one in order to organize all of his pieces harmoniously placed, and with the bishop here on e3, he is trying to stop ideas like f4. Similarly, the bishop from e3, he played bishop e3, he would like to play c5 in the right moment, and the bishop is there, because white should attack in the center of the board or on the queen side. White would like to prove that this bishop on g2 is more powerful comparing to that one, his counterpart on c8. This is more open bishop, and maybe white would like to attack on b7 one day, or to try to attack some lines on the queen side. This is the ideas. So we have here takes, and now knight d7. Here Averbakh with white pieces didn't play the best move according to the computer, but I like this move very much because it's a part of the plan, and the move is c5 because he would like to open up the lines on the queen side and try to attack there. You can see that black is trying to attack in the king side, try to do something there, and we should find some counterplay or create our plan in the other side of the board. And the faster player, the player with the faster plan, is going to win. And now we have knight f6, pawn takes, queen b3, eyeballing b7 and e6 squares. Both of them are protecting right now thanks to the bishop, but who knows, one day we can liberate that one, or we can liberate the rook, for example, try to do something in that weak spots. And every position, every move has pros and cons. We have this attacking pawn here, or on f5, try to play f4 and open up lines, but in the same time we don't have this pawn on f7 to overprotect our position. So this diagonal here is a little weak. For that reason white played this move, queen to b3. Knight d5, try to protect everything, block this diagonal, and try to capture this bishop on f4, or maybe to play f4 by himself, taking the bishop on e3 and play f4 by himself. So we have bishop e2, b6, and now we have a diagram position. A very nice position here actually. It's white's turn. What are you going to do here with white pieces? And Averbakh sees the tactical idea behind this move b6. This move is leaving something behind, and this is the unprotected rook on a8, and for that reason he played this illogical or not nice move, bishop to g5, because black can capture this one, and after knight g5 Here we can reveal the idea. Black played bishop b7 here actually, and I'm going to explain why. Because if he just captures here on g5, then white can capture the knight. And suddenly now he is attacking on e6 and he is attacking the rook. And if black just captures that bishop, then we have, boom, the double attack against the king and the unprotected rook. So after this, here white can capture the rook and he has more material. And with extra material he can win the game. This is the idea here. And by the way, I'd like to mention here that we are creating with the strong grandmaster Stelios Chalkias a very nice tactical course, a course about the tactics in which you can improve your tactical vision and calculation a lot. After a few days you're going to learn more about this course. And coming back here, Averbakh foreseen this tactical idea and he played bishop to g5. Very nice move. Taking and bishop b7 by his opponent. Now we have e4 because everything was ready. You see, we have the bishop, the knight and the rook ready to play this move e4, and we can attack the center, attacking the knight. So we have takes, and now the d6 pawn is under attack. His opponent here, Ragozin, took the decision not to protect that pawn, because if he just play a passive move like that, and strong players and grandmasters are not playing passive moves, they are trying to do something active, to counter attack or take the initiative. This is his main ideas. For that reason he didn't play that one. And we can see after moves like rook ac1, for example, white have fantastic control over the c file. Maybe in the future he can play queen a3, attacking this pawn again, or that one. So black here has some problems. For that reason he played this move knight to e7 and tried to exchange some pieces. How to do that? White just captured the pawn, takes with check, queen takes, rook takes, and now bishop h3, attacking the rook. White is a piece down, but he's going to capture this one. Actually, after this we have double threat against the knight and against the bishop, and here is the end of the very forcing line. And let's take a look about this. What black took from this sacrifice two pawns actually. He sacrificed 2 pawns. He has a powerful bishop here, and white's king is a little squeezed here. He cannot go up, and we should be careful, because if black manages to put a rook in the first rank without this one, maybe he can create a checkmate threat. Actually, we don't have queens here, so the king is not so weak, but it's remaining weak thanks to that bishop. And here white have a very nice rook actually, and black based his counterplay against this move, because he played rook d8, tried to attack the knight and after that the pawn, and if he just captured that pawn he would like to penetrate in the second rank, try to create some problems there. This is his idea. And now we have knight to e4, rook takes, and rook a e1. This is the move here, and black played this move h6. But wait a minute, this pawn is hanging, right? Because the rook is very active. Why not to play rook f7? It looks logical, right? To protect the pawns. However, it's a big tactical blunder. Why? Because white can capture that rook, he just captures something, luring the king away, and after that we have the double attack, attacking the bishop and the king in the same time. White is winning material. For that reason he played this move h6, sacrificing his pawn, and he is preparing this move rook to f7. But now white just captured this pawn, and again the same idea here. Black tried to activate all of his pieces. He would like to play this move. Now he is threatening to capture the knight actually, because you can see this rook is overloaded. The rook should protect the first rank and should protect the knight in the same time. This was black's idea, try to create some tactics in order to unbalance the position and create a mess. And with a messy position everyone can miss something. Averbakh played here the move f3. We have rook to c2, attacking that pawn. Maybe would like to give a check on g2, and here it's another diagram position. I will leave it in your hands. It's white's turn here, and white can perform checkmate in 2 moves. If you just managed to find it, you are very welcome to write a comment below. Thank you very much and see you soon. Thanks for your time and I hope you enjoyed the video. Here it's time for action. This is the initial page of my website and here you can click Give me access to get access to free lessons. You can read this page and if you scroll down, here you can add your name and your email. After that, you're going to take a free lesson how to avoid chess blunders. So, time for action is now and you're very welcome to join my mail list.